I'm making dried flower crowns in a couple of weeks for an event I'm going to. So I've been growing dried flowers all year. I also like to make dried flower bouquets or dried flower wreaths for my friends at Christmas. I like to do a lot of things with plants as presents because if this is how I'm spending my whole summer, like what do I do in the winter when there's no plants? I play with them. So I also make like salsa and jam and dried fruit, dried peppers. This year I'm growing Espelette peppers to make Espelette powder, Basque chili peppers. But right now I'm harvesting dried flowers, a couple different varieties. This one is like I can't remember what it's called. It starts with an H and it's really long, but it's like a mock daisy. And this one is um, globe amaranth, agrostemma, I think is the name. But to harvest and store dried flowers, I harvest them like a little bit differently. I don't have a bucket full of water, and I want like a nice long stem that's straight and stiff so that I can hang it to dry upside down in a, warm, dry, not bright place. Like indirect sunlight is fine, but dark is fine too. It just needs to be dry. So to harvest, I like to hold them from the bottom of the stems so that I get the like so that as I'm holding them, like especially if it's warm, that they don't get limp because that can affect how they dry. And I want them to dry nice and straight so that I can do whatever I want with them. And so then when I go in, I grab the stem and end up inverting my bouquet so that I don't get my flowers caught in the other flowers, but also so that as soon as I grab it, I can easily line it up as I move to the next flower. And you'll notice, like, if I haven't gotten to it soon enough, or if I'm getting to it too soon, maybe with this one, the stem isn't super long until I reach the offshoots, and those will become flowers too. So if I want it to have a longer stem, I can wait, or I can deadhead it so that it is not like taking the energy up from the subsequent flowers. But I'm just gonna leave it right now because I see this one here, which also has a bud pretty close, but since it hasn't put very much energy into the bud that's coming out the stem, I'm just gonna cut it off and then do the same thing I've been doing with this one. And this is how I like to dry or harvest flowers for drying.